In the year of 1600, North America had seen 20,000 years of native peoples and just a handful of Europeans. Even in 1607, British Virginia was a flop, barely worth investors' money before they had tobacco crops. Meanwhile, back in Britain, folks were getting jailed and fined for practicing religion different from the official kind. These separatists moved to Holland in 1609, but it was tough there too, and they knew they'd have to go somewhere else sometime. So a deal was struck in 19 with the London Company. The separatists could join some workers to form a New England colony. They hired 2 ships for the voyage, the Mayflower Big and the Speedwell Small. But the Speedwell had a problem, so the Mayflower had to fit them all. 102 passengers, including kids and wives, some seeking religious freedom, some wanting work and better lives, left England on the Mayflower in September 1620 for that journey where the space was tight and the dangers were so many. Halfway a main beam fractured, there were awful winds and storms, and the 66-day journey 2 folks died and 1 was born. They reached land in November, too far north in winter weather. They wrote the Mayflower Compact, an agreement to stick together. They called the new place Plymouth, and they planned to make it home. They stole corn from the natives and lived on their boat alone. But the winter time brought sickness on that Mayflower afloat. When spring arrived, only half of them survived to leave the boat. And these folks we call the Pilgrims built the Plymouth colony, while Captain Jones sailed the Mayflower back to its home across the sea, where they took the boat apart. It never saw the colony grow, but that became the start of the United States that we now know. And now every November there's a Thanksgiving holiday where we eat foods and remember the dudes who rode the Mayflower this way. But let's reflect on the 1600s when North America had seen 20,000 years of native peoples and just a handful of Europeans.